We were talking about who was going to play this incredible role of Bill the Butcher, and a few names came up, and somebody said, it may have been Marty, who said, what about Daniel? And people immediately said, well, he's retired. He's not. He's a cobbler. He's making shoes in Italy. It was actually my job to go speak with him. And I'll never forget, meeting him in New York. I went to his brownstone, sort of knocked on the door, and he opened the door and he goes, hi, how are you? And I go, hi, nice to meet you, Leonardo. Daniel. He goes, shall we walk? I go, okay. We started walking through Central Park, and he didn't say anything to me for the first couple minutes. So I said, all right, I'm not going to say anything to him either. So we kind of walked in silence, which for about 10 minutes through Central Park. Never met one another, and just walked. It was incredibly surreal, and I just said to myself, I'm going to wait till he's ready to speak. Finally, middle of Central Park, he finds a bench and goes, that looks good. Would you like to sit? We sat down, and we started talking about acting. And, so I immediately asked him, I said, look, there's the role of a gangster in the turn of the century New York who's a butcher who carries butcher knives with a top hat and a mustache in a Martin Scorsese movie. Who in their right mind wouldn't want to do this? This slow sort of conversation that we had, and we went out to dinner a few times. Eventually, thank God he said yes, and I got to work with somebody who was another huge influence.